Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. My name is Kitty Behel. Donald Trump will return to the White House as a new U.S. president almost 4 years after he pledged to return to the U.S. Capitol in some form after the infamous riots of January 2021. Well, the inauguration will take place at 10:30 p.m. Indian local time. Remember, Donald Trump, whose first term lasted from 2017 to 2021, had refused to attend the inauguration of Joe Biden, who defeated him in 2020. He left Washington for Florida ahead of the ceremony, vowing, "We will be back in some form." Trump has broken with precedent and invited several foreign leaders to the ceremony. While historically they've not attended the inauguration due to security concerns and have sent diplomats in their stead. Well, Argentina President who is a strong supporter of Trump's, has said he will attend. As per reports, also Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has said that she hopes to attend the inauguration. Chinese President Xi Jinping is not attending despite an invitation, but is sending a senior envoy. Now, Trump advisor Elon Musk, who's also the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, also Jeff Bezos, executive chairman of Amazon, and Mark Zuckerberg are also attending this big event. Well, hours before he will be sworn into office, Donald Trump had promised to sign a host of executive orders on his first day as president while celebrating at a victory rally. Now, let's also take us through what is expected, what's lined up on the day first of Donald Trump's swearing in. Also, just right after swearing in, what are his plans on immigration front? We do understand Donald Trump has promised to launch mass deportations. He has also said that he is going to reinstate the travel ban on Muslim majority countries, also close borders for undocumented immigrants, and also build the wall. Well, that's been one of the major promises that he has made. On trade and economy front, he's said that he's going to be imposing 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports, also promised to add 10% tariffs on Chinese goods. And there are a host of promises, other promises also that he's made, and what's all lined up as part of his plans going ahead on the front of climate and energy. Also, we do understand US is planning to exit the Paris Climate Agreement again. Also, he's all set to scrap Joe Biden's climate policy. That is also something that's on the cards. Well, what we are also learning is that on the front of tech, it is very much expected that the TikTok ban that has been in a lot of controversy and has been in the news in the last few days. Donald Trump has already said that he wants to save TikTok, so that ban is to be postponed. That is what is expected. And we'll keep an eye, of course, as to what all is lined up. But yes, at 10:30 p.m. today, this inaugural ceremony is going to take place, and this is going to be an indoor event. Remember, because of the bad weather in America, Donald Trump earlier had announced that this ceremony will take place indoors. We have more now coming up on this. NDTV Washington reporter Kate Fisher gets us this report. Take a look.
The weather may be freezing in Washington, but President-elect Trump is fired up. He said that he's preparing more than 100 executive orders for his first day in office in a show of force that will set the tone for the next 4 years. Many are likely to reflect his pledges to bolster immigration enforcement and improve border security. And in major metropolitan areas, immigration raids could begin almost immediately as he follows through on campaign promises to deport undocumented migrants. And those jailed for their part in the January 6th attack on the US Capitol will be awaiting word of potential pardons from the new president. And world leaders will be watching to see if he begins executing his plans for tariffs, land grabs, and ending wars. His inauguration ceremony will begin at 12 p.m. local time, but instead of the traditional ceremony on the steps of the US Capitol, it will take place inside the Capitol building because of these cold temperatures here in Washington. The guests include some of the richest and most powerful people in the world. Every living former president is set to witness Donald Trump's return to power. But some prominent prominent Democrats, including former First Lady Michelle Obama and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, are opting out. 3 of the world's wealthiest men will be there. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos are expected to be among the major tech executives there, along with the chief executive of the imperiled social media app TikTok. President-elect Trump invited Chinese President Xi Jinping, but the country's vice president will attend on his behalf. Several world leaders who share Mr. Trump's ideology may also be there, including Argentina's right-wing populist president Javier Milei and Italy's Giorgia Meloni. Representatives from key US allies in the Asia-Pacific region will also be attending, including the foreign ministers of India, Australia and Japan. From punitive trade tariffs to mass deportations and ending wars, Donald Trump has promised a lot for his second term, and in a few hours we'll know just how much of this is set to happen on day one. Kate Fisher, NDTV, Washington.